All right, dude. So I've been hit up like probably, I'm not even gonna bother counting, bro. But like, I know there's like, I don't know, a lot. All right, of people who have messaged me on Instagram and through my emails and on Twitter, and they're like, "Yo, Upchurch is apologizing for something," right? Without giving me any like detail, basically. So this is his apology video that I am being asked to look into. So, all right, dudes, let's check it out, dudes. And yeah, if you're new here, please like and subscribe. The more you like this content, the more that I know you want to see more of this specific content. Okay. What is he apologizing for, dudes? Let's get it. He's definitely wearing cowboy boots, bro. Just the sound of that on the ground, bro. All right, let's get it. Okay.
You thought this was an apology video. That's cute. Listen, I'm not...
What is he... You thought this was an apology video. That's cute.
Trying to toot my own horn or be that egotistical asshole.
All right.
But am I the only country singer out here right now that's getting Billboard charting spots that just says what I want to, that doesn't apologize for everything?
I'm gonna be honest. I've heard, I think, 2 country artists in my entire life, and that was Dolly Parton, and that was like literally recently for this channel, and Upchurch, right? So I don't know if like all country artists are like whatever they're doing right now. I have no idea. I literally have no idea, bro. But let's go.
Spots that just says what I want to, that doesn't apologize for everything and try to be something I'm not, and have a bunch of team members type up this shit and be like, oh, you have to say this, please, because we got to make sure they know you're not racist. Am I the only...
What? Make sure that they know Upchurch isn't racist? Wait, what? Why is Upchurch racist? How is he racist? I don't think he's racist. Like, at all, dudes. Like, if anyone I can honestly say and like I would bet on, it would be Upchurch. I would basically say Upchurch is definitely not racist. I don't see it. It's not even like a vibe that he lets off. Like, there's nothing about him that says I'm racist, right? Oh, I know what they're gonna do. I know what they're doing, bro. Without even knowing what's happening, because he likes the Confederate flag. What's gonna happen is that a lot of Northerners, right? Keep in mind, I'm a Northerner, but I'm not like I'm not ignorant enough to not try to understand someone else's standpoint, right? Now, I have spoken about the Confederate flag many a times on his channel, right? And he has it tattooed on one of his arms. I don't know which arm it is. And I know he likes to use that symbol. In the North, that symbolism doesn't mean anything but one thing, right? In the South, it's like a cultural thing. I understand, right? I get that. I fully understand it. But for the majority of Northerners that see that flag, or honestly, anyone that's outside of America, think about this here. The problem that people have is that in Germany, right, for example, the swastika is banned. It's a banned symbol. You cannot use that symbol. But so you know what symbol those people now use instead of the swastika? They use the American Confederate flag is used in Germany as the symbol to replace the swastika. Just to give you an example of how the world sees it, for example, and then versus how the North sees it and how a pocket of Southerners see it. Okay. Now, just looking in, I understand Upchurch is not the way he could be looked at from outside because he uses this symbol, right? But dude, to him, I don't think it's really about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure like to his fans, it's not about that at all. It's just like their like local heritage type of thing, like rebellion, if anything. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of see it, without even like going deeply in. I'm just now going to watch the video and see if my thesis is or or my hypothesis, basically, right, is accurate to what he's actually doing here. Because I hope that's not it, bro. Because that's ridiculous. That means that they're literally looking at him, hearing him speak, and looking at how he moves around the world, and then saying he is this one thing, and he literally is not this one thing, bro. Because trust me, if I thought that he was any of this, he would not be on his channel. Okay, so yeah, dude, I'm honest. So let's get it. Let's check it out.
Only one out here who has these that just goes with my gut and listens to myself instead of 10 other fucking people. For real. So I woke up this morning with a bunch of text with links attached to them where another country singer is saying sorry for a music video that we'd done back in 2015. And within these videos and stuff, in these articles that I've been seeing, there's a few things that don't really sit with me well. So what I'm gonna do is, I am gonna point those things out and we're gonna talk about them. Now, before we get started, I am friends with quite a few country singers, and a lot of them have to stay silent. They can't speak their mind because they're within these little cliques and stuck in these cliques, which is fine. I understand if you want to stay silent, but I don't. Since my name was brought up in topic of discussion when all these things hit the internet, I feel like I can kind of say whatever the hell I want. So here we go. First things first. None of this was problematic until there was a problem. I've been preaching unity since day one, and I'm a guy who has the Confederate flag tattooed on me for life. There didn't have to be a video of another country singer saying the N-word for me to preach unity between blacks and whites. If you notice, in mainstream Nashville, there had to be a spike for them to even talk about unity or quote unquote them fixing themselves. You don't have to fix yourself. You can just be who you naturally are.
Exactly. If you're not a piece of shit, you're not a piece of shit. You see what I'm saying? This is why I respect him. Literally.
If you're a good person, people are going to know you're a good person. If you're a piece of shit human, people...
We are now, you, Upchurch, and I are now kindred spirits, sir. All right?
They're going to know you're a piece of shit human. It shows throughout the years of you being on the internet every day. Every day, day in, day out, your lives, people filming you out in public, whatever the case may be. That's what shows the character of a person. But I've noticed when the shit hits the fan with mainstream Nashville, whether these folks done anything or not, now they're all coming out saying sorry, begging for forgiveness. Please, no, not me. I'm not racist. I swear to God I'm not. Well, if you're not...
Those are the ones you don't trust, all right? I'm gonna be honest. Those are the ones you don't trust at all. With whatever they're saying, it doesn't matter. They are not trustworthy enough, honestly, because it, like exactly what he's saying. If you're not a terrible human, guess what? You're just not a terrible human. Like the chances, like if someone says you're this one thing, or then the world sees you as this one thing, the chances of that actually sticking to you, it's not gonna happen, bro. So yeah, dude, solid. I see no issues with any of his statements at all, dude. So let's get it.
Shit hits the fan with mainstream Nashville. Whether these folks done anything or not, now they're all coming out saying sorry, begging for forgiveness. Please, no, not me. I'm not racist. I swear to God I'm not. Well, if you're not, then people will know. But it looks very suspect when...
Wait a second. I think Upchurch is reading my mind. Is this possible?
One country singer does something that he shouldn't have done, and then all y'all come out saying sorry for absolutely nothing. You didn't do anything. So why are you saying sorry? Which brings me to my next point. Country music, attitude, outlaws, rebels, leaders, legends, lyrics. The legacy in which country music was built on for so many years is deteriorating because your favorite artists, the biggest ones in the game, are scared. They're outlaw country, but they're being told what to say. They're rebels, but their heart has no rebellious side whatsoever. They speak about true grit, but then they turn around and they're soft and do what they're told. Now look, I'm not saying, oh, well, you know, country music was built on racism, so we got to keep it. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is these people are starting to look like pushovers and look like little...
To my knowledge, to my very small knowledge of country music, I don't think that it was technically built on racism, if anything, not at all. I think that it was built on a culture of people representing an area that many people from outside of that area have no knowledge of. That's kind of how I would define country music. It's like whatever you're doing during the day is what you're going to sing about, type of thing. Like whatever is like on your heart is what you're going to sing about. That's kind of how I would ignorantly define country music, at the very least. Yeah, dude. Yeah, let's get it.
Music was built on racism, so we got to keep it. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is these people are starting to look like pushovers and look like little action figures that the record label just plays with all day. Oh, they all get read the same pamphlet. Well, you seen what Morgan did. Okay, guys, so here's all your pamphlets. Get on the internet and say all this stuff for the camera and for what? Just why don't you just get on your phone? You are a country singer, you are a millionaire, you are whatever you think you are, but you're never too good to grab your cell phone and just get on here and speak from the heart. I mean, the biggest country songs in history were made from speaking from the heart, which is what you should be doing. And I think...
I promise you I didn't see this shit before this. Like, listen, I don't know what's happening right now, but like, we are like family or something. He's like reading my mind, bro.
With the actions that some of these country singers have been taking, you're kind of just shitting on country music. You're not having any country music attributes. You have more CNN attributes than anything.
CNN is trash, bro.
Country music is about connecting with the person that lives in the country and lives that lifestyle. And it seems lately in the news and in the media, they're just trying to rake in everybody. Everybody.
Don't do that. That's the worst thing you could possibly do. I'm gonna tell you why it's the worst thing, all right? The people that are not from the country are not going to understand the culture of being in the country. I'm just telling you right now. So bringing people in will do nothing but, like, in a sense, destroy your genre, right? It'll literally destroy your genre of music. It will. There's no question here. Because it will then become what we listen to in New York City, right? It'll just become that, because that's what sells for us, right? Yeah, dude, you definitely don't broaden the spectrum of your fan base, specifically in that genre, because it will destroy that specific genre. It will. It just will. All right, let's get it.
And it seems lately in the news and in the media, they're just trying to rake in everybody. Everybody. Everybody's not gonna like you. Why are you trying to make everyone like you? When you're trying to make absolutely everybody like you, even people who don't listen to country music, you are losing true country music fans. It's not because you don't carry around the Confederate flag. It's not because you say the South will rise again. It's because you're being a sissy about the shit. Being a Music City native, born and raised in the 615, Nashville, Tennessee, my whole entire life, never did I think country music would be the one on its knees begging for forgiveness for something that it didn't even do. Growing up in Music City and being raised in this environment, not once did the Confederate flag to us mean that we hated black people. It meant rebellion. It meant prideful from being from the South. Dude, I've had plenty of...
Wait a second, dude. Listen to this again, because this is kind of the vibe that I understood, right, from people who choose to use the flag, right? That's just the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. But yeah, so yeah, he's right in a sense, right?
Being raised in this environment, not once did the Confederate flag to us mean that we hated black people. It meant rebellion. It meant prideful from being from the South. Dude, I've had plenty of black buddies who wore Dixie Outfitter shirts. I know you country folks out there remember the Dixie Outfitter shirts with the big pit bull on the back.
I've seen a couple in Georgia do that.
With the truck on the front, with the roosters fighting each other on the back. It's a culture, man. So, to me, that's exactly what the Confederate flag means. And not only that, it's nostalgic because it was being talked about in some of the biggest country songs when I was in high school. Take, for example, Red Atkins, Kiss My Country Ass. Tearing down a dirt road, rebel flag flying, coon dog in the back. Truck bed loaded down with beer and a cold one in my lap. Earnhardt sticker behind my head and my woman by my side. Tailpipes popping, the radios rocking, country boy can't survive. And if you got a problem with that, you can kiss my country ass. I mean, that's nostalgic, man. Is
that a real song? That's pretty hilarious, bro. Yeah, it's for the culture, right? Like in the hip hop world, you would say like, this is specifically, we're doing this song for the culture. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, whoever, if that song was like a real song, he made that song for the culture. That's it. Respect. What's the problem?
That's my childhood. It doesn't mean that I hated black people. My black buddies were in the truck riding around with me while we was jamming the shit. My Confederate flag tattoo is one of the things that I have taken the most heat for over the years. Do I have the money to cover it up? Yeah, but I'm not gonna. My entire arms are covered with the South, dude. My knuckles say Southern. Fishing hook. Rooster foot. Lord, when I die, I want to live on the outskirts of heaven.
Okay. His tattoos are interesting, okay? And I mean interesting as in like a funny way, because like he's literally real to what he's saying. He's like, listen, I'm from the South. That's it, right? And all of his tattoos are like Southern inspired, bro. I mean, rep your city, bro. That's it. Rep your city. Let's get it.
Lightning bugs, honeysuckles, browning cymbal, shotgun shell, mallard, a fucking mallard.
He has a duck. He has a duck on his arm, bro. He's a duck, bro. I feel you.
My dog that died a while back, Yella. I got diamond plate on my arm. It says 1991. I got an American flag. I got Tennessee. I mean, I got a gamecock rooster. I'm not telling you sorry for using my environment where I was brought up as a warm blanket to love myself in. You're not going to make me say sorry because I'm not sorry.
Why would he
One
be?
of the biggest legends.
See, this is what I don't like. First of all, you can't help where you come from, right? Literally, you cannot choose where you come from. You can't help where you come from. You just know wherever you come from is going to mold you, right? And exactly how you're molded is exactly what you're going to depict to the world, bro. So he is exactly who he is. Hilarious man, okay? With all of the most kind of oddly and obscure things to tattoo on your body. He has legitimately tattooed these things on his body. He is Southern to his core, all right? Again, I'm trying to find something that is strange here, but there's nothing. He's telling his own personal truths. And when someone is telling their own personal truths, what's the problem, bro? What's the problem? Does he need to apologize for being exactly who? Basically, I'm guessing people want him to apologize for being from where he's from. That's what it sounds like, dude. Yeah, no apologies needed, sir. Let's get it.
In the game, used it as symbolism. Charlie Daniels. Listen, dude, you're not shitting on Charlie Daniels as long as I'm breathing. This is a quote from Charlie Daniels. This is what he had to say one time about the Confederate flag. He said, "The Confederate battle flag was a sign of defiance, a sign of pride, a declaration of geographical area that you were born and proud to be from. That's all it is to me and all it ever has been to me. I can't speak for all, but I know in my heart that most Southerners feel the same way." And you know, I think it's pretty ironic and funny that I'm one of the only ones that's making country music right now that was actually born in Music City, in Nashville, Tennessee. Yet, I'm the one that they try to throw under the bus. I'm the one they shut out of their groups. But I'm over here having traditional country attributes about myself, and I do fucking rap music. That's hilarious, right? I think it is.
It is.
When did country music get to a point to where the Dixie Chicks had to change their name and take Dixie out, and now they're just the Chicks? What are you gonna do about the song Dixieland Delight?
Now, specifically that, I would say, if they were to maintain a fan base specifically in one area, then they could have kept their name, I'm sure, right? But with how the world is changing, right? There was no way that they were going to be able to maintain their record deal, right? With a name like that. There's no way. Because what you got to understand about record deals is that when you sign on to them, right, they own you, okay? And when I say they own you, I mean like let's see, you sign that contract, right? They give you a sign-on bonus. They may give you a per song sign-on bonus, okay? And let's say it's $900,000 for like a single, not like your future, just your single. Now you have to literally pay back. That song needs to make $900,000 before you even make anything. Okay. So what happens is that the record company says to you, well, you need to do all of these things so we don't destroy your ability to pay us back. Right. And a lot of artists, like when the Dixie Chicks came out, they were signing per song record companies, like record deals, basically. And so they were giving them $900,000 for this song, $900,000 for this song, right? And so they're paying back. So they have to basically pay back all of these songs, all of this money that they will never be able to pay back, but yet they're living off of the sign-on bonuses, basically. And the record company says, hey, listen, if you do not want to destroy the ability to continue paying us back our money, right, you need to do this. Because you're not going to make us look a certain way in public, dude. And that's kind of the reason why most likely they had to change their name. That's just like record company bullshit, bro. All right. Anyway, definitely stay independent if you can stay independent. All right. Distribution deals are one thing. They're better than like a 360 deal. Do not sign 360 deals, people. All right. Let's get it.
You just gonna call it Land Delight? That sounds pretty fucking dumb. So now, without any further ado, let's get into some...
Oh, yeah, their song Dixieland Delight. Yeah, I think I've heard that song. Is that country?
What are you gonna do about the song
I've heard 3 country songs.
Dixieland Delight? You just gonna call it Land Delight? That sounds pretty fucking dumb. So now, without any further ado, let's get into some of these clips that are being shared right now where they're dragging my name into them.
Luke Combs hopes you'll forgive him for associating himself with a symbol he says he now recognizes is hurtful. Do you see it?
That's CNN, isn't it?
Okay, zoom in some and... yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Y'all really think he come out and said this by himself? You don't think his record label daddy told him to do this? No, you have to. You have to. Morgan Wallen just did that thing, so you have to. You think he waited 6 years of not saying nothing, not preaching nothing about unity, but now he does, and you don't think somebody told him to? Okay.
During a conversation at Country Radio Seminar, Combs and Maren Morris talked about accountability and country music's reckoning with racism.
Who is Maren Morris?
Bro, if you don't know, I definitely don't know.
Who is that?
The Better Together singer says there's no excuses for images like this, and he wants to apologize for being associated with that. The images in question are actually part of a music video that has over 75 million views on YouTube and 331,000 likes as of mid-February 2021.
Yeah, you see the like to dislike ratio?
I didn't see it. I wasn't paying attention, bro. Go back.
That's all. Did you see it?
Hold on, dude. Okay.
1,000 likes as of mid-February 2021.
Yeah, you see the like to dislike ratio? That's all. Did you see it? You did? Yep. Yeah. That's the like to dislike ratio. Crazy, right?
It may be one Combs wishes he could remove himself from, however, and actually, there are some who say that his record label has tried to do just that.
Yep, that is a true statement. But here's the good thing. See, record labels don't tell me what to do. I tell record labels what to do. That's what I've built for myself in country music.
The panel was supposed to be about new artists who've risen to the top, but after Morgan Wallen was seen saying the N-word on camera, Combs reached out to Morris and CRS and asked to talk about accountability, agreeing to address things from his past, specifically this. I am now aware how painful that image can be to someone else, and no matter what I thought at the time, I would never want to be associated with something that brings so much hurt to someone else.
See, and that's kind of the thing. Because, like, this is where things get weird, right? I'm fully aware that there's a culture behind it, but also at the same time, you have to be aware that the world sees that symbol as something other than what people that choose to use it think it is, right? But hey, listen, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just giving you the facts of surrounding the situation, right? Both sides of the argument at all times, for me at least, right? So yeah, they see it as this. And like Upchurch and the people that surround him see it as this. Which one is right? Which one is wrong? I don't care. It doesn't affect me, like at all. I see it, and that's just kind of what it is. I recognize that there's a culture of people around it, and I kind of move on, right? But yeah, dude. So like, there are people who, like, for example, my grandmother, who's still alive, who's 105, right, will not accept it. She will not. My mother, who was born in the early 60s, will not accept it. My father, who was born in like the mid 50s, will not accept it. My great grandmother, when she was alive, she never accepted it. So like, yeah, trust me, when that generation sees these symbols, they don't take it well. Well, specifically if they look like me, they generally are just not going to take it well. They're not. It doesn't matter the responses, and keep in mind, my family doesn't come from the South. So, okay, anytime it was kind of used in the North, it was used in one way, and generally something terrible followed it. Okay, so yeah. Both sides of the stories always, dudes. All right. But yeah, I get it. There are groups of people who see it as one way, and it just is that way to them, right? Do your thing, bro. Like literally, do your thing. Do your thing. Let's get it.
I want people to feel accepted. I want people to feel welcomed by country music and by our community.
But see, that's the thing. If you keep country music kind of shallow in a sense, when I say shallow, I mean like keep it like in one lane, right? Keep it in one lane, as in you're focusing your music on that specific group of people we were talking about. They won't have a problem. If you try to open up country to get more record sales, you are going to change. You're going to literally dilute your entire industry, because trust me when I say, you try to bring this outside of your pocket, the symbolism alone will end up on the news on a daily basis. It will. It literally will, like internationally. So yeah, definitely exactly what Upchurch is saying. The stupidest thing for you to do is to bring other people in, because they're going to hate it. Do you understand that? They're not going to understand the culture. They're not going to understand, your certain ties to symbolism. They're just not going to, right? So yeah, dude, let's get it.
Hate is not a part of my core values.
Well, I don't have hate in my core values either. And I think everyone who has watched me or come across me over the years, the majority of them know that. Otherwise, my like to dislike ratio would not be what it is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't still be growing 6 years later. It's been a steady incline since I started. And you're not going to get those kind of numbers if you have hate in your heart. But
Exactly.
here's another thing that irks me that I haven't seen anybody talk about. Why, when I see this kind of stuff and I see what people are saying, why is it like y'all are trying to make it out like black people are weak or something? They're not. You're trying to make it out like we have to baby them and stuff. We don't. Why are y'all talking and treating black people like they're totally different from us?
I'm gonna be honest. Like my specific generation of quote unquote black people, right? I don't think we're our grandparents or our parents. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, my father doesn't care about this at all. He's Sicilian, right? My mother doesn't care about this like that. To a certain extent. My mother is from the Dominican Republic, but okay, she was raised in America, so she has this whole experience of seeing symbolism, not in an amazing way, right? And so, my generation generally, hopefully, is just like, man, who cares? Right? Because that's how I am. Generally, that's how I am. I don't care about symbols like that. It's not affecting me, right? At all. So yeah, dudes. Yeah.
You're trying to make it out like we have to baby them and stuff. We don't. Why are y'all talking and treating black people like they're totally different from us? You're treating it like, we gotta do this for the black people. The black people are probably like, yo, what the fuck? Why? Don't throw us in here. We're not fucking weak. We're not sitting here.
The people who are screaming the loudest about this generally are going to be white Americans. They're going to be the loudest. And the reason why is because they're trying to like, the way I've been told that they take it is like this. That symbol reminds them of a 5-year battle that happened over 100 years ago, right? That's basically what it is. It's like something that lasted for 5 years is affecting them still to today, right? Because it's making them look bad. It basically is the reasoning behind all of the nonsense. So honestly, it's affecting them more than it is affecting people that look like me. So what he is saying is correct. It doesn't affect me. It affects you because it reminds you of something you want everyone to forget. Kinda, right? That's basically what that's what it is, all right? So yeah, the people screaming the loudest are like CNN.
They're asking y'all to do this and come out and give these apologies. Why the fuck you think we're so weak as black people? That's how I take it. And the media is doing this to y'all, and y'all are falling for it. It's funny.
It's a little silly.
What the fuck? What do you? How am I supposed to look at it? Look at the stuff y'all say. It's pretty much like you're like, oh look, there's a black guy. Everyone tiptoe around the black guy. Hi, black guy. You're so great, black guy. Oh, I'm so sorry about this piece of cloth, black guy. I just want to let you know that I really love black people. Dude, if you ask me, I think black people that are watching this shit probably think y'all are crazy. Like, why they think we give a fuck that much? To be honest. And you want to know...
Yeah, basically. I'm beyond... Yeah. Why? I mean, as I said, when I look at a situation, I always have to look at both sides of the exact argument, right? Before I actually make my decision. But this is one of these instances where, like, you can't help where you are from and the culture that is in that area. You can't help that shit. So why would I truthfully don't care. I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all, dude. At all. You want to do that? Do it. What right do I have to tell another American what they can or they can't do? Honestly, you want to do that shit? Do that shit.
One fact that I think's hilarious about this whole thing, he come out and said sorry for the Outlaw music video and yada, yada, yada. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a better person. I swear I'll never catch rebellionitis ever again. I'm so sick. Did you know that the film crew for that music video was all black people? Some gangster ass black people that I was friends with. They were the people who shot the video. Crazy. Well, that's all I got to say about this. I can promise you I'll never say sorry for something that I don't have to say sorry for. I don't have to say sorry for symbolism I grew up around. I didn't do nothing to anybody. I don't have to make an apology video. I'll never say anything to the point to where I do have to make an apology video because that's not who I am as a person. So if I'm the last one left out here saying what needs to be said and standing up for myself and speaking from my heart, then I'll be the last motherfucker left. It don't bother me none.
Basically.
See y'all later, baby. Keep it country.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Upchurch, right? All right, dudes. Yeah, as I said throughout the whole video, I'm not gonna make the outro too long, dudes. Yeah. Hey, listen, if you are here still, though, what should I tell you to write? Write the word first. No. Second. Write the word second in the comments, bro. If you actually made it this far, dudes, I appreciate all of you guys. All right. So yeah, dudes. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day and enjoy it. All right.